One ticket remaining to be punched for the championship round next week. We're all set and off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Richardson gonna look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, it's Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit-and duck for this pass rush.
A second down throw for Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Richardson. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. Out of the shotgun, Richardson.
the pressure all over him. He goes down again.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Got a man downfield, it's Wilson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well. Throwing is Hurts.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, 73. Tiger Hornet.
Now Hurts. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will go up by 7. Jeff Elliott kicking for Philadelphia. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Richardson to throw. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
70 range. 70 range. Set.
Here's Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Warrior 70. Let's go now. 79 Bronco. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
It's Richardson on the move. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Set. Ready.
Now Richardson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Track at 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Here's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Hurts now on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The big fella, Quentin Williams, forcing his way in for the sack. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And this one will not be returned. Not the best of kicks, as it's going to wind up being touchdown. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Kicking time, the field goal unit out for the Cowboys. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll head over to Orlando Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week, and we are back at it with the third quarter. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
73, 73. Easy, 63, 63, pass.
To throw, Hurts. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
73, 73.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's a run going left. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
19 Lion. Unlock Lion. Unlock Lion. 70 Rangers. Warrior 70. Go.
Now Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? It's pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, Richardson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now a run on first down. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Second down and 8.
63.
Hurts now. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And this is what happens when you can pair a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
1 quarter remains for a trip.
With the score, Eagles 13.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Drive will start on the ground. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Ready?
A second down throw for Richardson. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7.
70 Lions.
Third and 4.
Track at 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is caught down the field. He's got it. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long.
19 tight.
From the gun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Richardson. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Now he takes off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Ready, set.
He'll come to the line now on second and 2.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Richardson. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Hey, 73, 73. Tiger Hornet. Now let's get it.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
First down, Eagles.
Now let's get it. Go Silver, ready? Now let's get it. Now let's get it. 73, 73.
On first down, it's Hurts. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Here's 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, back. Hey, easy, 63, 63, King, Bill King, Bill King.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, it's Richardson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 2nd down, Richardson. would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Not much there, maybe a yard. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.